Hello? Let's talk about a country with no coastline that still sits in the middle of every serious argument about energy, sanctions, and politics. Hungary and its POX-1, POX-2, Rosatom, American nuclear fuel, and Viktor Orban trying to keep the lights on while bigger players pull him in different directions. On paper, the news looks simple. Hungary and the United States are preparing a deal on nuclear cooperation, including fuel supplies. At the same time, the Hungarian regulator has issued Rosatom a construction license for POX-2, with 2 VVER 1200 units allowed to start full-scale work from 1 January 2026. So the natural question is, what is really going on here? Who is playing whom, and whose grid will carry the consequences? To understand the logic, you start with POX-1, built in the 1980s with 4 VVER 440 reactors. It was originally rated at about 1760 $. Over roughly 15 years, the Hungarians upgraded the turbines and switched to more advanced fuel with higher enrichment. As a result, the installed capacity is now around 2,000 $, plus 15%, under a regulator that has kept the plant at incident level 0 on the INES scale. No drama, just slow, competent work. Now add the fuel politics. There is Westinghouse fuel for VVER 440, produced in Sweden and already tested in other countries. But Rosatom has been working with this reactor type since the 1970s, expecting a first-generation Westinghouse product to match decades of Russian optimization, including uprating, is more faith than engineering. If Hungary switches fuel and loses around 8% of output, that is roughly $160 million gone just to look aligned with Washington. At the same time, Hungary is locked into geography. It has no sea access, no LNG terminal of its own, and refineries tuned to Russian Urals crude. It also has a long-term gas contract with Gazprom until 2034 for 8 billion cubic meters a year, in a system that consumes about 9. You can shout diversify all day, but molecules still move through specific pipes and specific contracts. If POX-1 is extended and POX-2 is built, nuclear could cover close to 90% of Hungary's electricity demand. That would quietly make the country one of the greenest power systems in the EU, without slogans, just megawatts. That is why POX-2 matters. It is a reminder that physics, infrastructure, and long contracts beat ideology. Thank you for listening, and all the best.